Hey! Hopefully that worked and you enjoyed the nice music. Hey everybody, let's kick in the door.
Woo! Yay!
We play D&D on the internet, but also intimate net. At a table.
Don't look that up.
Friendly kind of style.
Yeah, not a weird way.
Not at all a weird way.
On this.
Even though my skin may look a little flushed. Hello, I'm Steven, your Dungeon Master. We play in a custom world called Alifor. It's kind of a mix of sci and fantasy. And our brave adventurers have ventured all over the place. Dodging the mists of Leith, which can strip you of your memories until you become a useless husk of your former self. There are bands of orcs wandering around looking to take advantage of leftover scraps, although they're mostly cool. There's beasties running around. There are nasty settlements and there are nice settlements. And the four of these folk have just gotten away from one of the nastier settlements named Foundry, where they met up with some allies and tracked down a way to help them get a little bit of lead time from this evil wizard Hexator.
What about Leith time?
Leith time. Hexator, who's been scrying on them, and they commissioned a protection amulet to put around the person that was being scryed on. And they have just got their hands on a handy new wagon that was formerly a Winnebago and some robot horses. And so let's pick up right there. You guys are in the junkyard.
Whoa! Oh, we didn't. Okay. We say, "Whoa, horses!" Okay.
And I get up on the horse.
Oh.
Oh no!
Steal Delwyn's joke.
There was a Bon Jovi joke right there, folks.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's real.
Steel horse. Sorry.
Bad jokes and all.
It's not steel.
So just outside of Foundry to the west, towards the coast, as you guys are only, I don't know, 3 or 4 days from the coast at Foundry.
3 or 4 days.
But this little kind of junkyard has remnants of the ages past, where folk come to pick and bring back to Foundry and work on. But you guys got a little bit of inside information about where these this wagon might be, and you purchased some robot horses with the help of your new ally Zeven. Jeez, I keep calling him. Might as well just change it to Zeven. Zever. And you have Scofa sent his sister Kaya back to Bright Falls along with Tane and Wadger. And they were hoping to pick up someone else to journey with, but that didn't quite happen yet. But they left before you guys did, so they're heavily on their way. And I believe your plan was to head down to Deepmind.
Well, we need to get somebody's creating that non-detection amulet for us.
Right,
We need to go back and get that.
Yes, that's true.
Anti-scry
Be able to pull people into you. Into some wisdom, so it's going to be a lot better.
But then after that, mine was that where the sentient robot?
That's where the code was supposedly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what Zever had told you. Shoot, what was her name? Oh man, moved all my Foundry cards.
Hopefully you find them.
Wow, wow.
Is it Mortimer P. Candlestick?
No, you met Mortimer in
Quick rest.
Quick rest, yeah. Thank you. Mortimer P. Candlesticks. The Goblin Scribe.
Divine favor.
Rifle.
Oh,
Meylith.
Meylith, yes, thank you. Jeez. That's what happens when you make 100 NPCs. So yeah, Zever had told you that Meylith would send like a flying serpent message to you guys when it was ready, and there's a meeting spot outside of town, which is probably just for convenience sake, and save in the junkyard as well.
Okay.
In the junkyard.
So you guys could forage for stuff while you're waiting if you wanted to.
Yay! Books.
So you had found the wagon kind of at dawn, as the sun was setting. It was like nice, picturesque end of last episode as the credits kind of rolled over the kind of golden sunset, with the kind of wintry sky showing a little bit of wispy clouds in the head, and kind of frost kind of starting to settle on the various minerals and maxerals. Metals that were sticking out of the dirt. There's even like little bits of crystal that had formed. So I think that happens in certain things when they oxidize. And if they don't, then it's fantasy. So boo-hoo. So now they do. Yeah. So just as this kind of sun is vanishing over the horizon, there's like a really kind of shimmering effect that's both kind of beautiful and eerie, and you can hear creatures kind of start to unsettle as it gets fully into night and just kind of creep around.
Cool. So did we take care of all the loose ends? You giving a horse to somebody?
Yep, horse is taken care of.
And
are we doing anything with Beaky? Is Beaky traveling with us, or?
Yeah, that's what Mo's wanted.
Oh, that's right.
That is true. So
That is true.
Somebody's going to bring Beaky to us?
Nothing else is running right
now. Do we have to go get Beaky, or is somebody going to bring Beaky?
They're going to bring him to you.
Okay. And then our old wagon, you gave that to somebody too? We need to get all our stuff out of it?
Well, I assumed we would have cleared the wagon out, or had it brought out with the horses.
Okay.
They couldn't bring it out because there was a problem with it being recognizable. That was the whole reason kind of why you switched.
But they got all their stuff out. So.
But they got as much out of it as they could. You hadn't quite...
like even the secret stash underneath that had...
Yeah, even this... Well, they had to sell the secret
20
stash. 100,000% less than you paid for it.
Well, I hadn't refilled everything anyway.
And they managed probably to be, just because they didn't have a whole lot of time to grow or be cultivated, the ayahuasca that you guys were kind of growing as protection around it. Yeah. Probably they salvaged most of it.
Oh, yeah. So we can put it on the Winnebago somewhere?
Yeah.
And I'll get to full work on that. I'm skilled with getting things to grow.
We need a floor plan so we can map out the rooms and stuff.
Avengers Mansion style,
right?
Old school, 80s.
Like the sides that popped. Didn't we say that one of the sides popped out or something at the end of last time?
Well, it definitely has a folding stairs to the door.
Yeah.
And it probably has kind of a rickety, what you call like awning that you can like flip out.
We'll just take the one off the wagon. So weird fashioned.
Yeah, that's true.
The roof that you made for the wagon was mostly like a frame and permanent, so it wasn't really. I mean, you had like a fold out thing for your like selling your wares and whatnot, but it's a little bit different.
I think they had a moonroof or something.
I did say that the Winnebago had a moon / sunroof.
All right, we gotta make note of these things.
So I think I have to make an addendum to what happened last time. Said I was going to multi-class bard, but I had a week to agonize over it and decided to instead take the feat for magic initiate. And now Matt's trying to convince me not to do what I was going to do.
So who's Matt?
Oh, sorry, Matthew.
That's better.
Delwyn's puppeteer.
Yeah. Because I'm not very charismatic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have very good charisma. It's better than 0, but he's trying to convince me to go druid. Pick up a thorn whip and produce flame. And I don't know what spell still.
Thorn whip, it can
robot
kind of...
druid. This sounds interesting.
Well,
touched
by a druid rather than touched by an angel.
Like civilization is the new nature because nature is destroying civilization. So you gotta protect.
I mean, to a certain extent, that's
That's
little
a weird
balancy walancy.
Yeah. Get your powers from technology.
I think I'd do Thunderwave.
Sound power.
I'll feel about this.
Because you got the heals, right? Okay. I mean,
So do you guys want to explore through the night, or do you wait till the morning?
You want to back up?
Yeah. No, I mean like explore the junkyard while you're waiting.
Oh, for other stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess.
I wanted to find books.
Do you want to stay up and do that, or do you want to wait till the morning? That's the question, I guess.
I need a long rest. I'm pretty beat up.
Oh. Actually. No, never mind.
Eric's not ready for his reveals.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's anything I need. I'm a monk.
Right?
Can't really do stuff.
I need books. But I need rest. Because my hit points are not that good right now.
You're feeling unhealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We have not had our...
No long rest yet.
It was a pretty rough combat.
Yes, it was.
I was relatively hurt.
Yeah, I say we just
It's true. You didn't get picked on as much as the others.
bunk down for the night and...
I'm assuming we have to get out of the junkyard.
What? We need to camp out in our new camper.
Right. So I think we need to leave.
Oh.
I would assume. I don't know.
I mean, it's not completely dark, even though the sun is already down, because of the other scavengers who are creeping out. So you can see some of them have like lanterns and whatnot, and no one has really come into your area, but it's possible.
But wasn't there a dwarf or something that owned this junkyard? I thought there was a dwarf.
I
that
thought
came up
dwarfs
to-
sold us stuff.
Not owned, but I believe he told you about it.
Oh, okay. He's a-
Oh no, he was the one that Clint. That's right.
he's a-
He
Oh.
sold you the horses. He came out and met you and sold you the
Yeah.
horses. That's right.
He walked off in the sunset.
He did.
Yeah. I think we set up a camp.
And then, like, as soon as you were looking the other way, he turned back and went back to town because the sunset's away.
Well, that's kind of west, I think, right?
Is it?
Give it the
Oh,
old...
how's that saying? How's the saying going? Sets in the
Rises in the east, sets in the west.
right. Okay, so it was. Yeah, he would have headed to the west, and then okay, they're not looking. I'm gonna go back to town. Get back to the east.
I say we stay here for the night. I'll give the Winnebago the 1 silver. Make sure it's going to be roadworthy.
Yeah.
And we can set off in the morning.
Does it have a bathroom?
I mean, it has. Yeah, it does.
Nice.
It does.
Has everything we want.
I'm running
It's got a
into-
flat screen
It is probably overgrown,
with ayahuasca. Nice.
With-
Already set.
now dead, and hardened fungus.
Okay. Can we use herbalism and clean it out?
You probably want
I
to
don't
use.
suppose this is-
You probably want to use alchemy to clean it out.
I don't suppose this is the type of fungus that can be used for cheese.
No.
Okay.
No.
Toilet fungus?
Gross.
Toilet cheese?
No.
No.
Comparatively, probably that black mold that gets everybody sick.
Gross.
Although it's dead, it's inert, so there's not spores jumping around. It's just like kind of caked over and like
Is there another Winnebago we could?
almost like there's like a layer of petrification.
Gross.
Can we replace it with something from the?
I can...
You could completely remove it and use it for storage or whatever, or put in a new privy.
Yeah, but then where do we empty it? There's not like places.
Put a hole at the bottom, just dump it in the road.
You could try.
That's what the horse was
I mean,
doing.
you could try to sneak back into the sewers in Foundry and capture a baby Otyug.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Except it gets bigger.
Yes, that's true.
Well, I mean, we've got a druid. I'm pretty sure the druid has kind of like stunting growth.
Again, not actual druid.
Yeah.
Some inert magic.
Look, I'll just have
From the shrink.
my unseen servant will spend the time just
Scrubbing away.
scrubbing away.
I can mage hand the poof out. You know, just...
It's not even that. It's just it's caked with this hard dead fungus.
Would freezing it make it easier to chip off?
Yeah, probably. You could use acid or freeze and chop it off.
Ice breath.
Ice breath could. You'd be. Okay, guys, I need a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
And it's, I mean, maybe you want to turn it into a cooler.
Yeah.
Just depends. Like you could set it up a number of different ways.
Huh.
It has like the interior is kind of just picture like anything that was like foam is probably eaten up and decayed away, turned to dust. So most of the wood is intact, most of the metal is intact, some of the plastic is intact.
So we're gonna have to fix the seats, I guess.
The two of the tires definitely need work.
Yeah.
Good landing.
I do.
Tires need work.
The who?
The tires need work.
Oh yeah.
Wait, the who's playing?
Oh yeah. So are you doing druid? No.
Yeah.
Do you get gust of wind yet? I can pop up the tires.
He's getting a feat that's going to give him 2 cantrips and 1 first level spell.
Oh, okay.
So I have Produce Flame, Thorn Whip, and Thunder Wave.
Well, that'll clean it up.
Produce Flame could, help,
Thunderwave.
Good.
but I don't think I'm skilled enough.
Thunderwave is
with it.
another thing that could help break up the fungus, but Thunderwave is a bit more
Yeah, it'd be too
Destructive.
much. Yeah.
And blow the windows out. And
yeah, probably.
On my elemental, I can change to cold with that gem.
It's
Oh,
true.
so I could
the one you
do-
got from Icer.
Cool.
Cold sacred flame, although that requires a target.
targets the duty,
Yeah.
the toilet.
Don't you have fleeting spear or something?
Did you have Cleansing Spear?
Oh yeah, no, I've got firebolt, which I can turn to ice instead. Yeah,
Can
and
you
the
summon-
unseen servant will. Yeah, no, I don't think this is an issue.
Can you summon Mr. Clean
Yes,
in the Scrubbing Bubbles team?
sure.
Not sponsors.
I've got plenty of soap.
So it's also the one.
Scum
It's
is
also
nice.
one of those campers where it has the kind of like alcove, the tiny alcove bed that like sits over the driver's seat.
Oh,
You know the driver.
yeah.
And so like
Moses.
immediately Mose is like in there and has claimed it. He's like, yeah, true captain style, and he's like stretching out, and then like
He hits his head.
the like dust foam is like he's like he starts like trying to
Right,
scoop it out.
I say we spend the day cleaning. I'll make a list of things
We
that
do
we
a
need
montage.
for it.
Okay. So did we get a long rest?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Sweet.
having a long rest. Let's do a cleaning montage. Everybody, roll me a skill check. You get to choose and tell me what you're doing.
Athletics.
This will actually determine like how well the night goes. So you're like pulling up your sleeves and
I don't have to.
doing some work.
Yeah.
That's why you're doing athletics.
Yeah.
I'm using
Well-
perception to spot all the.
Watch for trouble.
Or survival.
Spot
Sure.
all-
Let's just go down the line.
Okay.
Go ahead, Fender.
16 on the die plus
Nice.
6.
Okay. Yeah. So the first scene is like Fender like kind of hands on hips, just kind of looking around, and he's like, okay, and then it kind of gets into it, and there's like some like peeling back like a busted piece of plastic and pulling it off, and then they're kind of like moving it over to the junk pile and just like kind of shuffling around and doing
What song's
some
playing?
tinkering because you have what tinkering skill, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Was Bon Jovi.
All right, I'm going to use my land vehicles skill,
Sure. Yeah.
and I'm going to kind of
Because the engine itself isn't really a factor. Yeah, this definitely works.
just get that thing out of there. That's just dead weight.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's something I help.
It's all storage space.
And
We have to put a bottom in though.
Just
It's true.
in doing the land vehicles, I'll use unseen servant and mending to fix little things that I can. And
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
what am I using? Wisdom
Uh,
for land vehicles? I don't know.
Your choice of dexterity or intelligence.
Well, definitely intelligence then, because
Okay.
I have no dex. So how about a 12?
12? It's not bad. Okay. Next.
All right.
Perception. Yeah.
Sora is
Scouting
using
around.
their perception to spot all of the little details that are missed and making sure screws are
Yeah,
tightened
giving everything a
and-
once over.
Yep.
Right on.
And
Go
using
for
the mage hand for assistance as needed to reach things that are outside of
I've dropped a wrench between the thing and the thing.
Yes.
Mage hand. Oh, man.
11 on the die plus 8. So 19.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, you save the bacons of the repair crew by noticing a few things that might have gotten missed.
Ooh, I can use my laser eye to weld stuff.
Okay, in that case, let's just make an attack roll.
Okay.
Don't.
Oh, actually, no. Let's
Yeah,
because that would be like pacing yourself more. Actually, because like it doesn't only firing a double shot is where you cost key, but like
Right.
you still have to like let it let it cool down or whatever, so it doesn't fry out your circuits or whatever.
Stream control.
Stream control, sure. So let's make that a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's not disease, right?
No, it's not disease.
Oh,
nice.
There you go. 23.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. So
you burn all the poo. It stinks.
one of the things that Sora does with their expert kind of watching out for stuff is notice a couple of rust monsters creep in your way, and they nip that in the bud and shoo them off before they kind of get too aggressive or like gather other ones. So they find other pastures and scavengers to deprive of their new goodies.
Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah, and so then the morning comes.
Yay.
Here
Alright, so
comes
we've
the
long
sun.
And you guys get your HPs back and your spell slots.
New HPs.
Scofa,
Mm-hmm.
let's have you roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
That's bad. Did those change in the rookie class?
Don't think so, but
No.
no, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, it wasn't on the multi-class, like proficiency.
Yeah,
Wait,
very few
multiclassing?
things change.
Yeah. Okay. Wisdom, it's 11.
Okay,
Wisdom save.
so your sleep is fitful.
Mm.
Your dreams are kind of like very disjointed. Like dreams are naturally disjointed, but like the jump from kind of scene to scene within your dreams is very like sharp and jarring.
Okay.
Not enough to wake you up, but like one constant through like all the scenes of like you like there's a thing where like you're racing through a tunnel trying to save your father before like the mine collapses.
Yeah.
There's a scene of you kind of like trapped above as you watch like your sister Kaya like back in the arena, but she's like losing very badly. There's your there's another one that's like a little more depressing. It's like your adoptive family, your aunt, your uncle, and your cousin, just kind of like it's like a slow decline into alcoholism and like poverty and like depression.
Okay.
And like, but all the while, like they kind of start to come together until it's almost like a kaleidoscope. And in kind of like 8 pieces with kind of this kind of central kind of crystal in the middle that's like making your head throb, and then you just kind of like wake in a sweat.
Is anybody else awake?
Everyone else is already awake.
Okay. That kind of
So like,
thing, or-
yeah, I don't know if you guys just like let him
Take a peek at those two.
rest or whatever, but like, yeah. So yeah.
Okay. I'll kind of let my head go outside, see what they're up to. Is there like a kitchen inside? That like usable kitchen?
There's like a little sink, and some of the cabinets have lasted. Some of them are still intact.
Need water, I guess.
Most of the shelving was like tin or aluminum, so it's fairly still in good shape. Yeah. But some of it needs a little bit of TLC.
All right. So we put together a list, and shall we kind of scavenge and see what anything we can find to just before we head out?
What are we looking for?
Give a list, and I'm just gonna.
So you're writing a little shopping list for everybody and handing it out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you approach Scofa and hand him the list, you make a perception test for me.
Sure.
Oh, who's sleeping in the bed in the back?
19.
19. Okay, that is a success. I don't. That's up to you guys where you guys claim. There's one kind of like largish bedroom, and then where the kind of dining room table / like right next to the kitchen area, you can like move the table down and turn that into another bedroom. But other than those two and the alcove one, it's really kind of open.
Wow. Is there like a double decker thing in the back? Or?
There is not currently, no.
Okay.
But you could jury rig that for sure. And actually, like the two spaces, like the bedroom space, they're big enough to accommodate like maybe 3 people. If you pack 2, would be okay. One, definitely only one if you want to stretch out or whatever. Have some space. And the other one is similar sized, but again, it's like open to the kitchenette and kind of like the walk-in where you kind of step up through the stairs.
I grew up with 8 siblings, so I'm used to stacking us 3 or 4 to a bed. So I have no problem with sharing.
Yeah, wherever there's room, I guess.
It's actually warmer that way too.
Yeah.
True. And you're in the midst of winter now, so.
Does the top have a rail? Does the roof have a rail for luggage and stuff?
I'll say it still has one rail.
Okay.
We can fix that. It's on the list.
Yeah.
Different little things.
Okay. So you're handing your list to Scofa, and something about his eye is different. And it just takes you like a split second because you're a fairly intuitive and smart guy, and you notice he now has 2 pupils in his replaced eye.
Scofa,
Mm-hmm.
why do you have 2 pupils? Or did you know you have 2 pupils? Here.
Wait, don't we?
I've got them here.
2 pupils?
In one eye.
Let me see that.
Yeah, there they are, just right next to each other. 2 little red dots.
And while you have the mirror, I do have a razor and soap if you'd like to clean up.
I mean, it's kind of cramped in there.
Eye?
I mean,
No, just in general. I mean,
the running joke that Scofa doesn't bathe.
Right.
you know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we could find some water somewhere. Yeah. We'll get a stream or something. That's fine.
well, I've got the barrel. We'll create some.
But really, this is freaking me out. Yeah. Okay. Anything else different?
I don't know. Turn around.
All right.
Anything else different?
Does he have a tail?
Does not have a tail, no.
Looks like you grew a tail.
I'm going to give him the once over.
Huh?
His I don't want to say like Orkindi like sweat more than other people, but like he did have like a fitful night, and his clothes are a little bit damp.
He could really use a shower.
I'm going to give him a medicine check. Check him over.
Yeah.
So I don't know who saw his chest tattoo before. I think
we all did, didn't we?
maybe you all did.
Yeah.
You notice now it's actually a little bit raised. It looks a little bit more like scarification than it does a tattoo. I mean, you can feel almost like chitinous fibers if you like push on it.
Like some kind of keloids or something.
That's
Kind of growth. Huh.
You cured the wolf thing, right?
If I tap on it,
Werewolfing? Yes.
Yes.
It feels hard. It feels like pushing on a scab or something, or a callus.
I don't know. Did we clean out this place good enough?
And it's before, as I said before, like the tattoo itself was like super like like intricate like puzzle type pieces like fit really close together, and it actually like it doesn't pull or disturb your skin. It'll like move when you move your muscles. So it doesn't like hurt like maybe a cow's can sometimes.
Yeah.
That might be kind of odd.
Do they resemble anything like the scales that Sora has?
Multi-classed in the Dragon Ball.
Dragkindi.
Give me insight.
All right. That's wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 5. Okay. Nope. Roll a 1.
Okay. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
I'm gonna do a medicine check.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Look him over.
Feel these. These are my scales.
22.
Okay.
I don't think it's different.
It feels like a callus,
Infection.
but like that it would like do that overnight doesn't make sense. It's not.
Don't touch me.
It's not normal medicine.
Doesn't matter.
Do we need to remove?
I don't know.
Do we need to cut that off? If it's infected, do we need to cut it off?
Oh, if it's maybe I can
No,
cut
like
it.
the infected tissue.
I can cut it.
No, I mean we have.
I mean-
can't we? We can heal it.
Whatever. I
No.
mean, we can heal over. Let's just cut it off.
Let's not do that.
I mean, what if it spreads?
Wait, no, you know what? I can.
It'll go like up to your neck and your head.
We'll monitor
Already
it.
in my head.
And
Oh yeah, I got your eye.
Yeah.
Ooh, take it out. Take it out.
Well, I was thinking about it.
I don't think you should do that.
I don't know why.
Now we know we
Ding.
should.
The eye. That's,
Yeah, I guess I'll try it. I'll do the little
Try it.
thing to.
Sure. Yeah, it comes out.
All right, I'll check it out. Anything else different about it, or just the two?
Intelligence check.
Can he also see his own face looking at himself?
Yeah, that's weird.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Whoa.
How often do you
Wireless,
get to
huh?
look at yourself?
Almost like a split screen.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's awful.
I'll give myself a hit.
Yeah,
now.
probably will.
All right.
You could look behind yourself.
Yeah.
Watch your back. I got it.
Hey, wait. What if we like?
It does flicker though, as if like the connection's not like it's maybe tugging on the wires or something.
Yeah. I'll put it back.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's just gonna make it worse.
Huh.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, I guess I feel okay.
If anything, you like, with the exception of that odd and disturbing dream,
Yeah.
you feel invigorated.
Yeah. I mean, I feel good. Do you think it's an infection?
I don't know. I can tend to it
You don't.
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah, you don't. You had like a 20 something, right, with your medicine check?
22.
22. Yeah, you don't see any like infections. He still has scratches and stuff from the fight yesterday, but doesn't look like anything's infected.
I can.
And he's not like running a fever or his tongue doesn't. It's not discolored or.
Did those undead touch you?
I think they touch us all, right?
It's almost a little more resilient, perhaps.
That's true. Do you have like an anti-undead thing? I don't want to turn undead. Is that how it works?
I don't know.
I mean, I tried to do
Is that how it works?
Where?
Well,
Yeah, that's
tomorrow.
true.
I've already done my meditations
No.
today, so
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll keep an eye on it. And go look for this.
With
stuff.
knowledge arcana, if I heard of anything like that.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. 13, 20 total.
20 total. I believe. I'm trying to think of, are there any undead that do that? Most contact with undead where like you become undead afterward, it's not like a slow progression.
Okay.
You die and then you come back.
Okay.
It's not like a delayed reaction kind of thing
Okay.
in most cases, at least not that you've heard of.
It's not
Okay.
a Walking Dead type scenario.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as that you didn't die, you weren't immediately turned into one of them. I guess it's not an undead infection that I'm aware of.
And you have you're the one that has trained religion, right? Nope. Oh, it was you.
Scope does.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Typically the thought is that like when someone's animus, like their spirit, like their consciousness or whatever, leaves, if it doesn't know where to go, or if you're killed in such a way that like maybe it was so quick that you had no even a split second to realize that you're dead, that can happen. And there's also like theories that like the mist somehow blocks spirits from passing on.
So I know about like I don't know, there vampires or like mummy rot, that kind of stuff.
Mummy rot would be much more obvious.
Okay.
Yeah, you probably would have heard at least a tale or two about that.
Okay, and it doesn't.
It's almost like leprosy.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
I guess I'll look for this stuff.
Right.
When someone, you would have heard also, when someone, because this is fairly common on creature, when someone is transformed into a ghoul, there are like similar calcifications, like their hands turn into claws and their teeth harden and they get more, but it's much more drastic and less subtle.
Okay.
If anything involved with undead, it could be a strain of like ghoul or something, but that's kind of a long shot.
Okay.
It would be pretty unheard of.
Maybe just keep an eye on me then.
What if it's interacting with your metal parts and causing a new expression of its progression?
Well, then we're out of luck. Nobody knows what to do with that.
I'll look over at Fender.
I mean, I guess there's the mayor in Brightfall. I don't know if he knew anything about his hands, but they're just replaced.
Interesting. Can your kind become undead?
Yeah, there's robot
ghosts.
Right. But I mean, like ghouls or something.
If you think about it, before we become sentient, we are essentially undead, following commands.
I mean, a little bit. It would be like
a construct. I would.
It would be like an ambulant comatose human almost.
Interesting.
Or someone like someone who's basically brain dead.
All right. Interesting.
Although in a meta way, it's much worse than that. I mean, because your spirit's gone or not there.
So yeah, Sora, you said you were having some dreams, right?
Me?
A little while back.
Oh, I kind of repress things every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repress your dreams, or it comes out in your dream?
Remembering things.
Okay. I was going to ask you how'd you deal with it, I guess.
Yeah, I try and stuff it all down and not think about it.
All right, I'll try that.
It's probably not healthy.
Well, dreams aren't very healthy, that's for sure. I don't know. Okay, I'll take a look at the list and start wandering around.
Okay. So you guys each set off to find various scraps and whatnot. And you come back after an hour or two of scavenging and to various degrees of success.
I'll scav for some
anything
books
else
too.
Cool?
Sure. Why not?
With some materials.
I can have everybody roll luck for me.
All right. Ooh, natural 20.
Damn.
Nice.
Oh,
Suck it.
okay. So what? Let's start with Scofa. What'd you get?
13.
13. Okay.
11 plus 0, right?
Yeah.
I did spend luck, so let me see if I got it back this morning anyway. Yeah, I would have gotten it back this morning.
All right, Scofa, roll me a D100.
Ooh, yeah. 92.
Nice.
92.
Nice, unless it's not.
Okay.
Alright.
And just to be on the safe side, I keep the, I've got incense. I'm going to switch back to an owl, and I'm going to have it circle Just keep an eye on them, so if they get in danger, I can be alerted.
Ladies watching out. Okay.
Just make sure nobody's attacked.
So, Scofa, you're digging through, and in addition to your list, you find a yellow metal kind of capsule shaped, about yay big, with a kind of nozzle on the end. There was writing on it at one time, but like the it's kind of been rubbed, kind of worn off. It's fairly light, but like you tap on it and there's something in there, but it doesn't like slosh or anything.
Is it metal?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll bring it back to the group.
Okay. We're all excited for what Sora got.
Yeah, let's do Sora's last because that's the most exciting. What'd you get? What'd you get, Dylan?
Okay.
8. Okay, let's do something.
Damn it! I had the best luck too.
Right?
Yeah, can I have
Or the
your
worst.
luck roll?
Best luck.
Okay, roll me a D100.
60.
60.
Sure, it's not 100.
Yes.
Okay. You find another one of those Saurian healing injections.
Yeah, nice.
I got 17.
17.
No more.
17.
No more.
Oh no, on your luck roll. That's right. Okay, yeah, go for it.
39. That's
39. Okay. Trying to figure out translating this to a non-magical item.
Oh. Told you it's gonna be lame. Stupid 39.
No, okay. You also find a canister. This one's kind of a matte gray color.
Wait, he's not gray.
Looks like at one time it had an orange stripe, like kind of diagonally around it. Most of that has been worn off, but you can still see kind of pieces of it. At the top, there appears to be like a pin that one would pull out. Yeah.
Is that a fire extinguisher?
Nope.
No idea what it is.
You can roll to maybe recognize it, since you're a little bit of an archaeologist.
All right.
Or anyone who has a trained history, actually. Can roll.
8.
8. Yeah, not sure, but it appears to be some kind of weapon.
Okay. Oh no.
Do you know what this is?
Ding, ding, ding. Do I roll?
Yeah, sure.
All right. 9.
Nope, not sure.
You're not very learned.
Comparatively, it could also be a weapon. Who knows?
Okay.
All right.
Someone's head.
So
Probably.
for Sora's,
What I found was
go ahead and roll
A gun.
again. The D100.
Just a real gun with lots of bullets that never jam.
79.
Nice.
79.
10 less would have been better.
Mhm.
Think about it.
Don't think about it.
Nice.
Okay.
30 would have been better for me. 30 more. Also nice.
So this is no, it's a kind of black cube, and it appears to have some kind of ports, kind of towards the bottom, like 2 or 3 of them. One has a cord coming out.
Is it a GameCube?
And the top almost looks like a latticed mirror. For the viewers, I don't know if I'm particularly describing this well, but we'll give it a shot. It's like a portable solar battery.
Oh,
Huh. Interesting.
that's cool. Is it a magic?
Anything large, it would take quite a while to charge it up, but there you have it.
Am I considered large?
The reason why you guys might kind of recognize what it does is because like when Devin when Fender kind of goes into his kind of rest mode, these panels kind of open up and allow him to like take in solar energy to help him keep going.
Cool. And the horses have them too, don't they?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Practically
Cool.
all automatons are solar powered.
So on your list, was there something for water for the sink?
Yes, we've got a barrel on there. So we can,
All right. So does that work?
What?
If we hook like the water up to it, does the sink?
I'm
I'm not sure how they work. Is it just like gravity?
Tinkering roll.
There's actual plumbing involved.
No, sir.
Nope. At least not on the first try.
2 on the die.
Yeah, well, we could hook up
I would like to argue with land vehicles. I might be able to modify and make things work on a land vehicle. Otherwise, it's very limited.
You may roll also, but at disadvantage.
No.
1
Oh,
Well,
and 19.
you didn't ruin it.
19 and 1.
It's just a matter of like figuring out how to make the pressure work with the pipes, and it's going to take a little trial and error.
We just stick with barrel.
But if we just put the water on top and have it drain down.
I mean, valid.
Can you do that?
Huh.
It's a little awkward, but it'll
So
work.
am I.
Shower.
Just get like a hose or something. I don't even need the metal thing there.
Well, I assume we need a stopper, don't we?
Yeah, we just like squeeze it off or something.
You gonna stand there holding it?
No, there's got to be some kind of.
Well, you guys work with that. I'm
Maybe I
going to
could
get
take,
us on the road.
maybe
All
I
right.
could take the top off of this metal thing and.
So, I mean, you could try. After a few more hours, you guys have the tires repaired, and it's in good enough condition to get moving.
On the road again.
Just about that time, there's a little kind of scampering and kind of hustling as kind of over one of the mounds. She loses her footing for like just a moment, but then catches herself. She's fairly dexterous. You can see kind of the short, one-eyed figure of kind of Meylith coming up over and she has some little something in a satchel.
This is what it says on a shooter.
Good
Since
timing.
it says Meylith.
I'll jump
and
out.
behind her
Mhm.
is a somewhat lazily walking Beaky.
Why is he lazily walking?
Yes. Picture that way that your cat is after you get it back from the vet. If they've had to sedate it, it's still a little bit in the system. They're just still kind of working it out, so they're kind of like a little slow and maybe a little bit clumsy. But Beaky's, at least for the state that it's in, pretty sure-footed.
Squaw meow.
Yes, Beaky is a young griffin that they rescued.
I rescued with a natural 20.
Well, you all rescued it. It bonded with you.
Right. Because
Because natural 20.
Because natural 20 on animal handling, yeah.
I said, damn, I was really looking forward to one of those serpent messengers things. I still never had one.
And we never will.
Oh well, maybe another time.
Unless we steal one.
Yeah, so
We steal one?
Meylith comes up and says, here it is.
Perfect.
please, I think I should test it first to make sure.
Okay.
I've never actually made one of these before.
Okay. Captain,
Yeah.
we got your special captain's amulet.
My amulet of leadership.
Yep, that's what it is.
Hot dog. Are you guys gonna have to explain to me what a hot dog is someday?
It's a bunch of meat.
So there's a kind of scrambling
Questionable
Me.
origin.
as he kind of flips open the Winnebago door, skips a step, jumps out, slips, scrapes his knee, bites his lip though he doesn't cry,
Okay.
and he gets up. He's like wincing a little bit as he comes over, but he's like putting on his tough guy face.
All right. I
Yes.
salute him.
I'm the captain.
Yes.
Give me my medal for bravery.
That it is. All right, Mayor, if you would do the honors.
She kind of
A nod.
okay. She kind of like
She spent a lot of time with Mose. She knows what's up.
yeah. She does. She puts it over his neck and
We'll
like,
salute him.
gives him a little like kind
Me
of
too.
pat on the shoulder. And then she does like a little bit of a thing, and like the scrapes on his knee kind of disappear. And she goes, "Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast a scrying spell. Maybe I should go on the other side of the hill."
Yeah.
So
So
she-
she hide or something.
Sure.
All right.
Yes. As she's walking away, you can hear him giggle a little bit.
Okay.
And so, like, I don't know, 10 minutes pass. And she comes back. She's like, I think it worked. I couldn't find him.
Good.
Or at least with the spell. I could hear him. He's like running around the Winnebago and like
Yeah.
pretending like it's a dragon.
Great.
So I think it should buy you some a little bit of breathing room.
I hope so.
Thank you.
I'm glad to you've helped us, so I think it was only right to help you.
She okay?
Zever
These are the
seems to think that you'll have some kind of important role to play in the spreading of our good news.
You know, how do people live in the sewers? Anybody know about those pipes that go everywhere?
Why he's so now interested in clean water?
We have.
Not a sponsor.
Well,
There's the old Mario brothers.
No!
Roger knew a little bit about that.
Should we send him?
We
away?
don't do it.
Well, next time we're in a mall,
We don't
can-
really have a tinker. We try to stay away from that stuff. We didn't want the woman, the Urzabit, to get any kind of bearing on us that way.
Okay.
I suppose maybe that's not sophisticated enough. I think that's the word. But better to be safe than sorry, I think.
Didn't we get rid of her? Wait, no.
No, we got rid of the necromancer.
Saturna.
The turn. Yeah.
Better to be safe than Saurian.
They are. I mean, they are scary, but I mean, maybe if they were. Anyway, I'm gonna head back,
Okay.
Best of luck.
and good luck to you as well. Maybe the mist
Avoid
part from your stride, and may you find darkness and quiet in your sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
And may you find light in your waking times.
She gives you a little smile.
Did the scouts pick up that thing?
The
the robot.
thing. Oh yes.
Awesome.
Yes. We're secreting it away until a safer time to look at it. But yes,
Okay.
we have it in our possession now.
Yes. Mayhem.
And thank you for that. I think it. I mean, assuming we can get it to work, it'll be quite helpful.
Excellent.
And feel free to drop us a sending if
Yeah.
Of course.
things occur that should,
Of
and
course.
we will do the same in return.
Can we do that?
Salmon return?
Are you warded where you are?
Salmon.
Can we send you a phone?
No, we would have to. You could talk. You could either contact someone outside and they bring in the message, or you could try a winged serpent.
Okay. Is there somebody outside that we know? Because we might need to get a hold of you.
Tane.
Yeah.
No, Tane's in.
No, Tane went to Brightfall with
sure.
with Kaya and.
Did we
Foster.
meet anybody that was working at the stable?
Oh yeah.
Shoot, was there someone there?
Jeremiah Stableland.
Steveland. I suppose you could probably contact Clint,
Okay.
and he is, if not sympathetic to our cause, he's at least a businessman.
Okay.
He honors his word.
That's good.
He's chosen to play neutral, I guess.
Hmm.
Alright. Well, thank you for all your help.
Of course. Sora. As I said, this is the first time I've made something like this. I'm glad we didn't have to use your mage hand because I don't know how that would have gone. I think it would have worked, but I'm glad you guys found something at the cemetery.
Good to know. Huh.
Is there an implication that they would have lost their mage hand?
Possibly. Something weird definitely would have happened.
Ooh, that would have been cool. Necromantic chance.
But anyway, so I guess I should probably get back just because we have people coming in and out all the time, and Zever's out again. So please, good luck. And she kind of scrambles off.
So yeah,
Beaky like immediately kind of runs up to you and
my boy.
sloshes up to you
Nice.
and kind of like nuzzles your knee.
Yeah, I pet him. Give him good
Gives like
pets.
a little kind of cooing kind of chirp. You know, I don't know if all of you are familiar with the noise that cats sometimes make when they like see a bug and they want to hunt it or whatever. They make this weird kind of or whatever. It's kind of creepy the first time you hear it, but it's a little bit endearing the next time. But yeah, it's doing a little bit of that.
Lots of meat that someone gave me, thinking that I would eat it,
Sure,
and give it to Beaky.
it's a little gamey now, but Beaky eats it.
Gross.
Yeah, he does. He's a nasty bird.
I'm looking at the. I don't know if I would know. Do you know about land vehicles? Do you know like the emergency brake? Would you know that?
The parking brake?
I'm just thinking, can we put the what do you call it? The movable rod. And hook it up.
It would kind of be the same as like driving with your parking brake on, because like in theory it's supposed to stop the car, but it really just slows it down, right? If it's already moving, or if there's like force being pushed against it, it'll move.
Yeah.
Because the parking brake itself just like connects to other things that like they're supposed to hold things in place. You would have to like probably have two immovable rods and replace parts of the axle or something like that.
Put it on the tow hitch in the back.
That would be something.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you just someone has to get out there and clamp it.
Does anybody want to ride on top? We're getting ready to set out.
Team Wolf it. No,
I mean,
stay inside.
Is the hatch big enough to? Oh wait, no, you said moon.
Let's get a
right?
moon.
Is it big enough?
Is it a
There's
moon
a
roof or a
booster?
sunroof?
It's a moonroof. It's not full. It's not full size.
I feel like
Okay.
Beaky is up there. I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm not sure.
Well,
Put a tent up there for the.
Make them a little nest.
Yeah.
because I guess it's not like we're going like actual highway speeds.
No.
Yes.
Probably at most somewhere around 20 miles an hour.
That's if they're hoofing it.
We're going downhill with the breeze behind us.
Do we have like big
It's very
knobby tires or like all-terrain tires?
They are normal, although now reinforced tires.
Okay.
They've been patched up.
We have
Uh,
spare?
You may, after your initial like foray out, after a couple of miles of travel, may want to like look at also starting to mend or perhaps replace the shocks. Because although some roads do still exist, they're not in as good shape as they used to, for sure.
We'll get to work on it. It's gonna take some time.
It's a labor.
Dirt roads shouldn't be a problem, but like when you get into the areas where like it's broken up concrete, that could be difficult.
I'm assuming whatever sturdy was in there was long ago. Right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Is mine okay?
Strangely, the clock radio / boombox that you have like fits right in that space.
The wheels.
Firebolt.
All right. So you guys head off.
Who do we head off?
88 and 42 kind of stand stock as they kind of get their moving orders, and they kind of lockstep in time, just kind of start trotting.
So they're attached to the front of it?
No, you would have to like kind of rig up some kind of harness.
Okay, so we have a harness. Do we have like reins, like going up through the front window or something?
You would have been able to like find some kind of like rigging, like poles or something that you could like.
Welcome.
No, like just strap it down to them, or like they actually probably have like a.
Assume they have little mounting hooks and everything.
Yeah,
that
something
stuff
like that.
gets
Just
attached
have like a
to.
remote control. Just
Yeah, but how do we guide them? Is it reins?
USB controllers.
Yeah, there would be no, there would be like because they're normally meant for being directed as if they were a horse. So yeah, you would need reins.
Okay, and just
We hook up.
the windshield's gone and just stuff
Yeah.
through the windshield. Okay.
Probably, yeah.
We hook up the steering wheel.
I mean, we're not going to be doing like that.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely like add
We can just
prongs
tie
to the steering wheel and put things either way.
I mean,
It'd be a little more. I mean, slightly more complicated because there's two of them and you'd have to
yeah.
rig it up
Well, we do have still have to turn the tires.
4 lines or whatever. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, sure.
Kind of.
Make it follow them.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
It's good then there's power steering now.
The power steering would be long gone.
Yeah. There's no engine in there. So.
Whatever steering fluid would have dried up like ages ago.
Or solidified.
Or solidified, yeah. You just have these like solid rubber things that you'd have to tear out.
All right, unfold your roadmap and let me know where we're going.
I look in the glove compartment. There.
Okay.
Is there a map in the glove compartment?
Is there
A map.
a map in the glove compartment?
Oh yeah, luck.
Yeah, go ahead and roll luck.
Sweet.
Can I
Go
have
for
someone
it.
else do it?
No, you thought of it. You have to roll.
But I'm the bad one. Let's do this one. I would roll this one.
8. There is.
But it's in
Um,
German.
Foreign language.
Yeah, it's in. I don't know, French,
French.
and it's of
Quebec.
like
Yeah.
San Dimas or something.
What a useless map
And
for
the area. It's like
French.
a map of the San Dimas water park.
There used to be a
A little bit faded.
pleasure
Mostly
fair
intact.
here.
Huh. Can I see that?
Sure.
Thanks.
It's yours.
All
Enjoy,
right.
enjoy this garbage I don't understand.
I
Most
check and make
excellent.
sure I have my license and the registration, and check and make sure
Oh,
the
there's
registration is up to
fire.
date.
Sure.
Your insurance.
Everybody's got their real ID.
Oh God, no.
I guess the shades would still work. We can put those down.
Sure, yeah.
Well, the fabric.
The fabric would have decayed long ago, so there'd be just like the frame.
Yeah.
What are these for? They're just
I don't know.
frames.
Are they wings?
Although actually,
What are their handles?
like if they were made out of vinyl, it might have maybe lasted.
You may will rob that too.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
Yeah, it's been
Yeah, but again, like there's quantum stuff going around, so
No, okay. Good
some stuff could have been preserved. So like one of them is intact.
point. Handles.
well, could we have found some cloth or something to
Oh, for
make
sure,
the other one?
for sure.
Wow. It's just replaced with wood. 130.
Yeah, so it's midday by the time you guys are on the road.
I don't know how to
And you're, I don't know, I don't want to pick your path.
We go the safest.
I don't-
and best way.
If there's a certain way, you're a little bit off the map, obviously, in Foundry. But like the straight shot would just be diagonal and head straight to DeepMind. If again that's where you wanted to go. But again, you could go wherever you want.
What did Mo say?
For now, I want to stick to the flat roads until we have it
That's what I'm thinking.
worked out. All the kinks worked out just to get us.
You don't really have to worry about like the broken up highway until you get back into these kind of dotted areas, especially this one right here, because that's the what's called again the long grind where all the automatons walk back and forth.
Flattening the road, right?
No, mostly just like zombies.
No, they're fine.
Sure, yeah, it makes you feel better.
They do the robot.
So you're just gonna kind of straight shot it, or
Yeah, we'll straight shot it.
okay.
Isn't this where the orcs with the ability to return robots sentience? Isn't that this way?
Supposedly that was in the old orc compound close to DeepMind. Yeah.
Can I look under the like bench in the thing and see if there's like games or something in there?
Sure. Roll luck.
Okay. And probably 5.
5.
Man,
Scrabbles.
You have like
the hell are these?
yeah, so you have the old Trouble game, but it's missing half the pieces and the Pop-O-Matic bubble is not in it.
It's a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle with only 750 left.
Oh,
Man.
that makes my brain hurt.
All right. Well, I'll get the pieces out and
And there's like
figure out something.
there's like 3 poker cards in there.
Okay. Maybe we could put a game together with this stuff.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like a game board. I don't know. I assume there's game boards. No? Yeah. I've seen these before. I don't know if I know this one.
I'll use
Figure it out.
Mending.
Lady to kind of every now and again just pop her out so I can make sure we're on the right path.
Sure. Who wants to roll me a d12?
I do.
Do it.
Oh, actually, first let's do before we do that,
Dang it.
because that's affected by the thing. Let's have you do your kind of travel check.
Sweet.
What am I?
Stealth.
I think your survival.
24 for stealth.
Nice.
What am I at?
Nice. 22 for survival.
I cheat and I use magic for mine.
Quartermaster.
Nice.
I forget what I'm using for it. Wisdom?
I think you're just using wisdom. Yeah.
Or am I using a skill?
You're using wisdom, but you get advantage because you use magic.
I thought you had a skill with it.
19. If it's just wisdom.
Still good. Okay. Yeah, you guys make a good time. You avoid some potential hazards. There's a little bit of a kind of thunderstorm you can see kind of moving in from the north, heading south. But it seems to be like steadily kind of working its way west, so it looks like it's going to miss you. You do get a little bit of light rain.
We have a tarp, right?
You do have a tarp.
We had to have tarps for the horses.
I have a roof.
Sure.
For the horses.
Oh.
Are they in the vehicle with us?
Well, they take turns.
Moses drawing that though.
What's that? Drawing a horse?
The horse like taking a rest in the
All right.
camper.
Cool.
So you guys shave like a day and a half off your trip time. On the 4th day
Of Christmas.
No.
kind of just as the sun is coming up,
My DM gave to me.
Mr. Scout, perception person with the eyes of the dragony eagle kind of deal. Beaky has started to flap, although not quite fly yet. And like will make little kind of hovery circles around as you guys grab and kind of trying to keep up with Lady. But it's like this morning on the 4th day of travel, you guys are kind of just picking up in the morning, and you've been traveling for maybe, I don't know, 15 minutes, 20 minutes maybe. And as you're kind of like scouting around, you see, or more you feel kind of like a heavy shadow, kind of cut into the sunlight coming up from behind you.
Okay.
Or at least to your side,
All right.
the east. And you look up, and damned if you don't see 300, 350, maybe 400 trees just slowly zooming overhead. A little bit faster than you guys. Looks like they're going to overtake you in, I don't know, 3 minutes.
Whoa.
They're good 200-300 feet up. But you know, it's like, how did I not see that sooner? Maybe because now the sun is just coming up. But there they are.
Guys! Flying trees!
It's the Wandering Wood.
Flying trees!
Oh, that's how it moves around.
And as you guys get a little bit closer, and the sun coming up actually helps like cast a kind of clear winter light, and kind of you get the picture. These trees are fairly immense, probably a good 6 to 8 feet around, and straight up. They have like a long, wide branches, almost like willows, but their leaves are large, almost the size of like your forearm maybe in length, and they kind of frond out in almost kind of like spine-like things around the edges. They are kind of all like a tear-shaped, and right in the middle. At first, you think it's just kind of some kind of weird pattern, but it's definitely an eye on every single leaf. And they kind of like a kind of brownish, blackish bark. And accompanying them, as you can see, as it gets closer and closer, on their kind of gnarled, hanging roots, every so often you can see crouched a humanoid figure in what appears to be kind of shimmering, kind of goldish, orange, semi-translucent armor.
Say, get back in. Anybody like poking their head out?
All right.
Yeah. Let's just.
Well, why?
I'm gonna give someone else the wheel,
No, you don't want to. You don't want to mess with this.
Why? What are they?
and I'm going
Elves.
to
Okay. And?
start casting clairvoyance.
Not good.
Sure.
I can send that a mile away. I just want to get a closer view.
Okay.
Maybe you can talk to him.
No. What are you doing?
What are you looking at in particular?
I just want to get in there, so instead of looking at it like way far away,
Mm-hmm. You're like right up there.
right up there.
Okay. Yeah, so you get zoomed in. It's definitely elves, and they appear to be like encapsulated almost in this amber is really only the thing to explain it is the armor. Head to toe, very sci-fi. I don't know if you remember from the new Star Wars movies that one group of scavengers that had those kind of face plates with the kind of red circle.
Mm-hmm.
It very like, although they had like the black armor and the covering their faces. It's very like reminiscent of that, but like again all like amber. And they all have kind of gnarled looking, almost petrified looking kind of spears with, again, like a really kind of wicked, sharp looking kind of amber blade at the end.
I go up to nose as close as I can.
Uh-huh.
Maybe like hold on to the hammer a little bit.
Sure. Okay.
Say, Captain.
Hey, yeah, what's going on?
No, I'm just really interested in your drawing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, so I was thinking like here,
Uh-huh.
You could do like some flips and stuff because I saw you do that before, and then like blast like a pow, 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 pow,
I'm
right
just, like,
there,
half
right?
listening to him.
Yeah, and then so he like just kind of goes into this like scenario that he's building, almost like he's like making a story out of it, and he kind of he embellishes on stuff that you guys have done and like makes these pictures, and they're not super great, but like they're definitely like you can tell who's who, and the colors are very vivid.
Do I think that's gonna work? Just touching the amulet, or do you have to wear it?
Probably have to wear it.
Say, Captain, can I borrow that for a minute?
Well, sure, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So, and they don't speak to each other.
Yeah, if I saw them talking, I would switch over to audio because I only choose one or the other. As an action, I can switch.
But they do like kind of glance over at each other, and there appears to be some kind of communication going on, but it's not verbal.
So is it like keeping pace with us, or is it?
No, it's going a little bit faster than you.
Okay.
So within, I don't know, 5 or so minutes, they're kind of passing you.
Okay.
They don't appear to have. If they did know, I mean, at their vantage point, how are they going to miss you? Because you're a Winnebago being pulled by 2 robot horses down a pretty open field.
Right.
But they have not stopped. They keep going.
Okay. So I kind of breathe a sigh of relief.
After I get out of that,
Thank you.
why were
Captain,
you
for the background.
Yeah, sure. You're a crew.
so concerned
crewmate.
about?
Yeah, those aren't good elves. we don't want to mess with them.
Okay, well, what do you know about them?
They're savage. They're very protective of their woods.
Did you try and steal from the woods?
Do you have a history with them?
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened to my whole side of my body. You know, it's an interesting place, though.
So you visited their woods.
So what were you doing that made them?
I was just I'll be poking in the places that I shouldn't have.
Were you punching trees?
No,
I
of
mean,
course not.
don't some of you like break wood as signs of feats of strength or something,
Yeah, no.
or rocks or
I was looking for the portal.
portal?
I assume there's a portal now. That's what I've heard.
Huh? Do you speak their language?
Elves? No.
No. Maybe there's a misunderstanding.
What portal were you looking for?
I mean, they go to, what is it, the dream realm or something? Yeah.
Why would you want to go to the dream world?
Why not?
Yeah, it's another place.
Someplace fun to explore. I've never seen it. I'm curious.
I mean, actually,
Should we go call them back?
Yeah.
I speak their language.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
I mean, as long as they remain hidden.
Wait,
It might be good for
oh,
them.
they want to. Oh, yeah, they want to hurt you, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So they didn't finish the job. They didn't just like mess you up and let you go.
No.
Oh.
I got out of there, yeah.
I see.
Do you want me to give them a sending and tell them you apologize?
I think if we just not mention me, it'd be good.
Oh.
But I don't know. Mo's what?
Huh.
I mean, his father disappeared.
Not just sending. I got enough
Right.
close view of him. I can send to him now.
Moses kind of crawled back into his what he now calls his workshop, his little bedroom,
I mean,
and
it
it's
might,
like kind of working.
it might be worth it for Mo's father if they. I don't know. I mean,
They know about him,
I don't know.
We'll revisit it.
If that's the portal.
right? Well, I mean, I guess it
Did
depends
Dylan
on
see a portal?
how much
No.
personal danger you're willing to accept.
I mean, I can wear the amulet, and we have that disguise stuff. I can put that on,
Okay.
and I'm all metal. They didn't see that before.
It's true.
It's not our mission right now. We need to stay focused on.
Well, I don't know. It's his father. I mean, isn't that the end goal here?
Yeah, at the end. We have other things to do.
I don't know. I don't think that's the end goal. I think the end goal is helping the communities, and I think unlocking, awakening more.
I suppose. I just feel like
of the automatons to awakened.
I feel like this whole time we're like on this path doing what Hexter thinks we're going to be doing, and I don't think he'd expect us to do that.
Wasn't he working with them? Wasn't he working with them? Didn't we?
Yeah.
Exeter?
Yeah.
He had mention of a patron, but and he had ciphers in Elvish, but that's
Oh, so maybe there's a connection. I mean,
he mostly used Draconic, but like I think you guys noticed that there was he had like he had kind of like secret messages that he was working on his Elvish and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he was working on his Elvish. You know what I mean?
Sora has linked up to ciphers and kind of like kind of their thing.
Yeah, all I can tell you, that place was incredibly hard to find. This may be our only opportunity.
What? To do what?
I don't know, find out more. Like where we can ask about his father, where he went, and then
Listen, the fact that you've seen this now twice, we'll see it again.
Gambler's fallacy, but okay.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Well, I saw many of them in there. I can contact them at any time, no matter the distance.
Oh, so you've tagged him.
Cool. You don't know exactly where they'd be, but you could talk to them.
Yeah, I saw a few of them as they passed by up close.
Mm-hmm.
Think well enough to do ascending, or once I gain enough power, I'll be able to scry.
Yeah.
Hey, go you don't need to cry. It's okay.
Was it going in the direction we're going?
Ish. Yeah.
Oh,
In
no.
the same general direction. They had a little bit of a skew, but
I mean, for the time being, we're following it anyways. You can see where it goes, I guess.
Sure.
It's a giant forest.
flying forest, yeah.
Hard to miss,
Well,
methinks.
it's really hard to find, so I feel like there's things that happen to it. I don't know exactly.
Oh.
Otherwise, anybody would just look up and see it. And
What if it passes in and out of our reality?
it's possible. If there's a portal.
I mean, what if the forest itself is the portal?
You're obsessed with this portal.
Well, it'd be amazing.
Well, I mean, it kind of took half his body, so I mean.
And you want to go back for more?
Legitimate.
Yeah, you want him to have the rest of
I
it?
mean, if we can find it,
What are you going to do with it?
go through it.
We haven't been to the Six-Sided Sea either. Plenty of places on Alipor we haven't been. That's not a mystical portal to
Death.
But it's
What
on
if
the
this is just
map.
another portion of Alifor? I mean, huh.
Why don't we focus on helping the people that are here?
Okay. Well, I mean, we're headed this way.
So what everyone may know, which is very little, about the Dream Realm, is that at least according to their lore, the elves came from there. And the reason why they don't sleep, and they train for this almost in like the instant they're born, they go into some kind of training to not sleep. And that's because they don't want to go back. They're afraid that if they sleep and dream, they will go back there. It's not something they talk about a lot, but it's enough of a kind of like boogeyman kind of thing that you would have heard that.
Okay. So we heard his father disappeared. I'm just assuming. That
Yes.
Okay.
I believe you guys heard that his father disappeared because he wanted to do some kind of thing to help all elves.
Okay.
He was
Wanted to take a
talked about as if he was royalty, or at least in his own words. Like, and his Moses' mother certainly seemed to, at least on the face of it, feel the same. Maybe a little bit of survivor syndrome, because just from the way she acted, and she's like, super friendly, maybe a little ignorant. So Maybe she maybe has a little bit of survivor syndrome.
So
Lita?
to help all elves.
Lita, yes, was her name.
To help all elves or all people?
Elves specifically.
Maybe seal off. Right? If they don't want to go back.
Well, if we have this prince or whatever, they might welcome us with open arms.
Or murder us.
But wait a minute.
With open arms.
Is that why Hexeter is after him?
Oh.
Hmm.
Huh. Interesting deduction.
No, that elven script.
Well, how does Mose weigh in?
Captain?
La, la,
Yeah. Hold on, almost done. I gotta finish the frosty flare coming from Sora's mouth.
By the way, who's driving?
Who is driving?
I guess we could be talking near the steering wheel.
A little bit. Beaky's driving
Well, the horses
because his weight moving around on the back as he like tries to practice his flying tilted enough just that the horses think they're supposed to go that way. So you guys are doing a little bit of weaving.
Put the horses on autopilot and they just and
Sure, that one's.
You had an idea?
No,
Sorry, I thought you were trying to say something.
no, I'm sure Delwyn's driving it.
I was doing.
Sounds like
That's
you
your
guys
10
are like
minute spell.
sitting down round tabling.
yeah.
I thought,
But somebody could be driving and
yeah, I mean, it's-
looking back.
That's true though. Like there's a
Fender could be driving.
there's a like a space between. So how does that work? So like the kind of bedroom, and then it probably opens up into the cabin with the alcove bedroom over that, and then like the kitchenette and the other room. Yeah, so that's probably you guys could probably hanging out in the one bedroom while Delwyn's up in the front, and you guys can talk back and forth.
All right. You done there, Captain?
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna need some more inks though.
Okay. Yeah, we'll work on that.
Okay.
Hey, you see that? Those trees up there?
Oh wow.
You ever seen that before?
Wow. I heard about those.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What'd you hear?
They're cool.
Did you...
They're super like magical. And they have like elven knights that guard them.
So wait, I forget. Did he ever meet his dad, or
No.
no? He didn't.
He has never actually, at least according to his mother, he's never actually met his dad. And like he seems to back that up.
So do your
His mother's told him tales about his father.
okay? Did your mom ever talk about it?
About the trees?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't remember. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's okay.
So what? How do you feel about them?
They're pretty cool. They can fly.
Would you want to go there?
I object, leading the witness.
I mean, who doesn't want to fly? Like, I want to fly.
Well,
Can you? Oh,
you can
hey,
get on
Dylan,
Zeke.
can you do magic to make me fly?
No.
I'm sure you can ride.
Can
Zeke
you do it, Sora?
Not yet. I want to grow wings.
Me too.
That'd be awesome.
They have a winged
too.
creature right on the roof. You can
Yeah,
ride
I
it.
wanna
my own
fly.
wings.
But
Oh, maybe Beaky can teach me. No, Beaky's
we
just-
can work on a little magic, and you can
Yeah.
do
Uh-huh.
get a familiar like I have,
Uh-huh. Blam, blam, blam!
and then you can
Little
see
sparks
through its
come out of his
eyes
hands.
as it
Nice.
flies.
Whoa.
Huh.
Is that new?
It's almost like it's flying. You're
Huh.
flying.
Congratulations, that was impressive.
I got the magic in me.
We
Indeed
saw
you
him.
I've
We
got
saw him
the
do some magic
magic.
before, right?
Mhm. Uh-huh.
What was that?
He has cast a healing spell.
Mm.
And there was one other one. I can't remember what it was.
Mage hand.
Might have been Mage Hand.
Yeah, I think you were working with Sora on Mage Hand.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. So what do you think?
About
The
Stuff in general.
the woods.
yeah, I mean it's cool.
Would-
How are we gonna
I
get
think-
there?
I think it's been said.
It's ambiguous.
I don't think that is. Yes, it is cool. I don't disagree.
They
That's
seem
nothing
they,
that
they
leads us
seem
off
pretty
mission.
high up there. How are we going to get there? I don't know.
Well, they land eventually.
don't
That's.
think they
Do you know where they're going
They
to?
do.
Where they're going to land?
We don't know.
Oh man.
What this means is we would have to follow them and possibly deviate from our course of going to deep mine and
But then we can't help the robots.
That's right.
there would be a delay in doing that.
Mm,
Or possibly an end to that altogether if the elves turn out to be hostile and kill us.
that would be bad.
Generally speaking,
I don't
yeah.
think they would kill us. They're knights, though, right? Knights are good.
Not all knights are nice.
Knights of the Lord, and the Lord's intentions determine whether the knights are good or bad.
So they can be bad.
Yes.
Bad knights.
Quite possibly, yes.
Oh man, that changes everything. I'm gonna have to think about this.
Start strong bad knights.
Alright, so until then, we follow the path and continue on to deep mine, and if our paths cross the forest, maybe we'll revisit this.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any food? I need thinking food.
Oh,
Yes.
Pull out a banana.
I can make some.
Ooh, banana.
Do you?
I didn't say that.
where did you get those?
I didn't say that. That's not in character.
I didn't think it was. Roll for not in character. I'm just kidding.
I have
I'm
a
just
character
kidding.
voice.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
And
I'm
I
just kidding.
use it.
I'm just kidding.
Literally.
Yeah,
I
I'm
was-
sure we got something to eat.
Well, I've been doing. We've got the gruel.
Oh, right.
Mm.
I mean,
Did you guys? Do you still have any of the spices that you got, Scofa?
If you try and use your
so,
sparks,
yeah.
spark magic, you might be able to enhance
maybe.
the flavor.
Yeah, no, I did gather some spices at one point.
Okay,
Do I still have some?
you'll throw put a bunch of them in the grill. I think
Is it cold gruel?
it's lukewarm. It's like oatmeal. It's set to cool like a tiny bit too long.
I try and like do what he did with the sparks, but just kind of like
What are you doing?
a little bit of fire on my hands.
Oh,
Whoa! What was that?
the little nozzle opened up in one of his fingers.
Little pilot light.
That's new.
Continue to amaze.
interesting.
That
Heat up the gruel.
that utility was not there in your hand there before though, so that might be.
I don't know about all this.
So now his fingers shoot fire, and you've got two
Oh man, I got
two
Yeah.
thingies in
fire
your eye.
finger gun.
And is there like a technological virus you could get?
Oh, whoa. Yeah, you were.
Careful with that thing.
those,
Quiet, you.
those ghouls got a good hit on you too, didn't they?
They did.
Not really. No.
Or was it the shadow that hit you?
No. I really. She hit me.
Oh,
I think like once.
Whoa,
but-
what if the necromancer cursed you?
Ooh. Ooh, it goes brighter.
Oh, well, we'll keep
Don't,
an
don't, don't.
You
let
guys
the
both
vehicle
of you are
on fire.
training Arcana, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll.
Yeah. 25.
25. Jeez.
Only 22.
Only still both broke a 20. You actually see around his fingers, barely visible, are little kind of runes now. They weren't there before.
Let me see.
I try it
Strange.
down.
Take out a little jeweler's loop.
You know.
Thieves' tools.
Those weren't there before.
No, they weren't.
Huh.
I used to say I knew that thing like the back of my hand. And
That's gonna have to go.
what?
Start digging into my kit and take out a saw.
It looks like they're cursed. We might
So
have to
go-
chop those off.
You probably don't really intend to saw his hand off, so
No.
go ahead and roll deception for this jape.
God dang it!
It's a
One.
Ah, you can
Which
tell.
is
You can tell
a
he's
5,
joking.
Or no.
He's trying to.
Plus
He's trying to
Yeah.
rib you.
I don't know. This seems like magical influence into technology. I mean, we've got Moses been around us for a long time.
You
I
think,
think he's starting to.
think he's
affect things.
mutating you?
I
Or
don't know.
techno-mutated? Or whatever the word is for that. I don't know.
Don't know.
Here we go.
You're trained in medicine and Arcana, aren't you?
I am.
Go ahead and roll that. Either one.
both.
Ooh.
Medicine because I have a +7, so 23.
Okay. So.
You know, we leveled up.
Based on that, one of a couple things could be happening. Maybe Moses is a sorcerer. Maybe he has some kind of innate magic that is just being awakened just by being around you guys. That's possible. Because Fender is awakened and has a spirit, something like that could be going on with him too. It's not unheard of. There are robot wizards. There are robot sorcerers. It's rare, but it happens. But like the things with Moe's and then this new thing on Fender kind of made it a little bit click.
Well, I feel less special.
You do magic as well.
I know.
Do we have any other technology left, like the Saurian?
You? Well, no, you do lasers.
Yeah, but that other eye, though, with other people, that wasn't there.
We've all got a bit of magic. Well,
Hey,
you know what?
Something of note: when you did pull your fixture out and look at it from the back, how to explain this? So there's the thing from the back where you can see it move around for your original cyber eye. Next to it, there's a space, but it's like covered over like a battery cover over it. You couldn't.
And it wouldn't come off.
You could. I mean, you'd have to probably pry it open if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Say, hey Mose, have you been dreaming about things?
Oh yeah.
Like what?
Like when I'm grown up, I'm gonna be a hero like you guys.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna help lots of people, and I'm gonna fly.
How long have we been traveling?
Well, hopefully by then, the world will be
Probably like from the beginning. I want to say around 2.5 months.
I might hear the dream, right?
I'm going to make a special
maybe
cup
a little
of
bit
tea.
more, maybe 3.
Special cup of tea?
Yes.
Mm.
And then I'm going to use augury and read
The tea leaves. Sure, cool. Yeah, let's just for people who aren't aware of that spell, why don't you read that out for us?
augury. Using specially marked sticks, bones, or other similar tokens. Mine is my special teacup.
Sure, that's cool. I like it.
I can receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the result of a specific course of action that we plan to take within the next 30 minutes, choosing from the following results: wheel for good, woe for bad, wheel and woe, or nothing. And I don't want to do it more than once per long rest, otherwise it can start messing with results.
Yeah.
I feel that's what Moses.
Contacting
living augury.
Yeah.
the forest is what I'm gonna just see if that would be a good idea or not.
Sure. Comes back almost immediately. Very much in the way your tea gets a little bit of a neon glow. There's kind of a shimmer, and then there's a green, red, and it fades out.
Wheel and woe.
Well, that makes sense.
That must be the real deal.
Ding. The wheel deal.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that's wheel bad.
Whoa!
Hey,
You really need to stop.
No, it's possible. Okay. Well, so are you convinced that it's...
I'm getting tired of it.
This is exhausting.
Oh.
I think we needed a break.
Oh.
You're not handling this well.
I'm getting honking mad over here.
We need to steer the conversation in another direction.
Drunk.
There's a tree in here.
Nice. Just end it like that. That's great. Wonderful inspiration for everybody.
Sweet.
Just for participating with that ridiculousness. Yeah. So you guys continue on.
Truckin'?
Continue on trucking. Why don't you role play with each other a little bit, discuss your plans for the future. I'm going to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back.
Bio
Break.
break.
Okay, let's wait for him to leave, and then we'll really crack this one wide open.
Oh no.
All right.
Taking over the channel.
So let's kill Steve. Here we go.
What are you doing?
I'm taking over.
Oh.
All right, guys. So,
Uh,
lightning strikes down. Suddenly, the robot horses are energized. We travel at, I don't know the speeds, 6 times as fast.
Nice.
How fast does a horse run?
it depends.
I'm
He said- he said
magic,
20.
I'm gonna look for a magic item. Though. If I
Okay.
want
Yeah.
3,
Yeah, absolutely.
what do I get?
Would you? No, roll again.
Oh wait, percentage.
Yeah, it's a percentage, dog.
I'll roll for it.
Okay.
0.
Okay,
Zero.
you got a bag of tricks. Rust.
A bag of tricks, so they're like
Oh, I
a bag
wanted
of
Fruit Loops.
stale cereal. Yeah, right. Stale cereal.
We get food for a while.
Oh, you know what? There totally would be like a box of tricks in here, though. Like, just
Whoa.
bad cereal boxes.
It might still be good.
Yeah. Well, you love to eat garbage.
I don't know. Purify food and water. That's
You can't purify garbage, though. But Scofa will eat anything. That really does kind of open up.
That's
Well, I
true.
mean,
Open
I
us
guess
up.
that raises the question: do you purify vomit to make it edible?
A dog would eat it.
Yes.
I'm
Is that really
terrified.
food or water though?
It's food and water.
Mm.
Vegetarian is some kind of edible soup.
All right, I'm gonna try the
Mm.
tricks.
sure.
Cereal.
Nice.
Constitution
If you think
save.
about it, cereal is soup.
Cereal is what?
Soup.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a given. It's like Pop Tarts or raviolis.
Yep.
I got a 17 on the Constitution.
No,
save.
a Pop Tart's a sandwich.
Yeah.
Pop Tart is a sandwich.
Whatever.
And
Keep
I'm not gonna
it
fight.
raw.
Someone told me steak is the sandwich. I just don't. I can't cotton to that one.
Yeah. Who was that?
That's my.
You were trying to tell us that.
Yeah.
We were
I was,
telling you no.
I was explaining to you that my coworker saw on his Facebook feed that someone, his friend, said that steak is a sandwich. Now there's a steak sandwich.
And I disagree with people that say hot dog is a sandwich.
No,
It's
a
not.
hot dog is absolutely a sandwich.
It is not.
How is it not?
I mean, just
Not a sandwich.
It's got 2 buns. It's got
the bun.
a lid. You know, like sandwiches do. It has a lid.
Right?
Sandwiches have a lid? This is new.
Right.
What do you call the top of a
Magical
sandwich?
Oh,
The
jeez.
lid.
This again.
Am I back in frame? Am I okay?
Yes, you're good.
Okay.
You scooted a little bit to the left somehow.
So I found a magic bag of tricks apparently. So,
Did you?
yeah. So I'm gonna start pulling.
Yeah, it's really stale though, and it's
Yeah, we
only
made that
there's
joke
only
already.
one color.
You made that joke already.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
I made a Constitution. save.
it's a go-to.
I tried to
Um,
grab the Dakota ring that was in there.
ooh, Dakota. It was a Dakota ring though.
A Dakota ring? Like South
Dakota,
Dakota?
Dakota. Yeah, South Dakota.
Oh, not even North Dakota?
Nope,
Not Dakota Fanning.
South Dakota.
It
It was a South Dakota Fanning fan
South
Tour.
Dakota Fanning.
South Dakota Fanning tour trip
Here she
ring
She's
commemorative.
in our timeline. She's going to become.
Please don't kill us, Dakota.
South Dakota.
We're-
They're gonna have it on?
Either one of you.
They're gonna unite to
don't.
become Dakota.
Oh, elementary school.
I don't know if I
Sorry?
really know where Dakota is. It's up there somewhere.
Yeah,
It's a myth. It actually doesn't exist.
Sure.
Like to the east of Montana.
They settled their differences and became one large Dakota.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about it anymore.
Okay.
Same
Okay,
thing with
we're traveling.
Virginians.
You're
Are
traveling.
we?
Roll initiative.
Nice. What?
Initiative.
Dang it!
But there's
See
only
you
15
guys.
minutes.
Right?
Oh,
Natural 20.
Nice.
Jeez.
20 total.
That's a 15 on the die.
I'll take it.
Mm.
Or I'll actually roll in there.
Hey, an 18.
I'll still take the 15.
Nice. So you guys are
Level 15.
probably, I don't know, 2 days away from Deep Mind. You can kind of see a little bit of the kind of telltale signs You can see further south than Deep Mine. You can see the kind of very edge of the Everreach Mountains, the range, as it kind of peaks and like ends, and it veers off to the west of the coast right there. And just on the north side of that is supposed to be Deep Mine, and a settlement that was built kind of into the sides of a large crater. And as you guys are kind of ambling carefully down this area, which starts to get a little bit hilly, so you have to slow a little bit. Thankfully, you have kind of made up the time with your eyes to the sky and not having to stop for food and all that kind of stuff. There's a bit of a rumbling in the ground that sounds
like a
little bit familiar,
but not too familiar.
But not too. No, I can't say. I can't finish that because I'm in big trouble.
I don't think you will.
Probably not. They're
John Roderick's in the long winter,
right?
So I see we do get like a ballista or something for the top.
That sounds like a great idea.
What were you saying?
We'll have Mose man it, boy it.
I don't know if that's a good idea though.
Right.
Left. Was it one of those dumb sharks?
No. Yeah. So you guys roll. What did we get?
22.
18.
20.
I took 15.
Keep the rolls in there.
Okay.
22.
1
plus 0.
Did you try rolling better?
No.
Okay. We'll try one more time.
Yeah.
You got 1, you said?
Yeah.
Shoot, grief. So what'd you get?
20.
Nice. You're all
right.
Going pretty spiffaroo.
What'd you call me?
Spiffaroo.
That is not my name.
-2.
Nice.
Okay. So kind of time slows down as the camera focuses like on the ground ahead of you, and you can see in a circle about, I don't know, the width of this room from side to side, which is like
600 miles.
Probably,
yeah,
I don't know, like 20 something feet.
Thanks, Eric.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The ground just begins to crumble,
Like
almost like in a circle.
Sinkhole.
As if, something like that. Yep.
Stop the horses.
Like Florida.
Or circles like
Fender is the first to
Exeter
react.
I stopped the horses.
summon thing who attacked us before.
Make sure that they don't happen.
Sure.
The hole.
Well, that wouldn't be good.
Okay.
And I
Have the-
throw my sword in there.
Yeah.
Shh. No.
Okay.
No, that's a bad
Oh,
call.
I took it off him for like a second.
Since I was still messing with the fire,
Uh-huh.
rose and I huck it in there.
Cool.
Did anything happen? No. Okay.
What happened?
I warn everyone else.
Okay.
Okay.
So did the horses stop or?
Yes. Fender pulls him to a halt.
Okay.
Stop the horses. Look there.
Hucks his
Fireball.
sword into the.
No, the fireball goes
Little
in there.
firebolt.
Yeah.
Sure. Sorry, you're up next.
All right. Do I see anything coming out of the hole?
No, but you do see, without rolling your perception, you can see little particles of rock and dirt start to kind of slowly rise in that kind of like area. A little bit Saiyan powering up, kind of like slightly defying gravity.
I'm going to take cover behind the dashboard and knock an arrow, and if I see anything materialize and like a more solid object to target, I'll shoot it.
Okay.
That's probably a better idea than what I did.
Sure. Delwyn.
All right.
Spell magic.
Yeah, it almost kind of looks like a magical effect starting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can cut it off by casting Dispel Magic.
Sure.
It does not.
Let's look at Dispel Magic.
Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range.
Mm-hmm.
Any spell 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of... I'm thinking maybe it was a summon or something happening, some magical effect.
Mm-hmm.
Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
And
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
14.
Missed by 1.
No,
Dang it!
didn't. You lucked. Use luck. You didn't hear that. Wait, you booped yourself.
That's not how luck works, and that's not how the boop works either.
Shut up, Steve.
Shut up, Dungeon Master.
Let me go back to being in that seat. I think we're having fun.
It's not a dragon, so I don't have to worry about that.
Goodness.
That's good.
Okay, and then right before Scofa acts, a creature
Sneezes.
materializes right ahead of the Winnebago.
Wiener bagel.
Thank you. The Winnebago.
Wiener bagel.
No.
Winnebago.
Oh, you mean a sandwich?
No, I mean a wiener bagel.
Yeah, like a hot dog.
There it is.
And a bagel.
Hot dog shoved through the hole of a bagel.
The creature is
Friendly.
huge. And it's about 25 feet tall. Has a long snout filled with small razor-sharp teeth, itty-bitty forearms, and a long tail with meaty legs,
T-Rex?
like a T-Rex.
What the fuck?
Along its body are interspersed little pieces of machinery.
Oh boy.
Definitely from the aesthetic Saurian tech.
Oh no, it's Dad.
Shoot it!
And it roars
Wow. Okay.
Friendlyly.
as it moves forward, slamming into the Winnebago.
I pop out from cover and shoot it.
Yeah, before it does that.
Sure, yeah, go ahead.
Sweet.
Sora gets a crit, insta-kills it before it
That would
gets
be
to us.
sweet. 17?
That's a hit.
That's
Nice.
a crit? What's that?
Alright. Do
Are
I
you
get...
attacking from hiding?
I
Yeah.
was pretty sure I was hiding.
Yeah, sure.
Alright,
So
sweet.
how about advantage on your roll?
Oh,
There's a
okay.
possibility for a crit that way.
No, darn. Okay.
You do get a sneak attack, though, because you had advantage.
Yes! Alright, so that's 8 piercing, and my sneak is now 3 to 6. That's 6. What's oh dang. 6. Plus 1. No. 13.
13 damage.
13 sneak
Plus
and
8.
8 piercing.
Cool. So 21 total. Okay. So you send an arrow
Don't
into
forget we
its
have that
chest
crossbow that
as
being
it
able to
charges
poison as well.
forward.
Oh.
Um,
I duck back down behind cover.
sure.
No.
It plows
Your mom.
into
Wow. Inappropriate.
the steeds that are in its way before it
Oh,
hits the
no.
Winnebago,
Come
Oh
on.
no.
knocking them
Ready?
to either side.
Yeah.
It seems to have like it walks a bit like a bird, as dinosaurs are related to such. So it definitely like kind of sways a lot when it runs forward, and it manages to completely miss the one off to the left, which I think is 88.
Okay.
But 42 takes a pretty heavy hit and is
Just
knocked
got
off
close.
its feet.
You knocked off its feet?
Wow.
They're called hooves.
Who do you think you are?
Right?
No.
Stop horsing around.
It takes 20 points of damage. It's not destroyed, but it's heavily injured and knocked over. And then Scofa, it's your turn.
Okay. Jesus.
You heal the horses.
Get out and punch the tar out of that.
I'm gonna look up in the sky to still see the woods.
I mean, you can see them.
But it's
They're fairly far away.
pretty far away.
Come on, you big baby.
All right.
After this much time, you can probably just barely see them because they were moving a little bit faster than you, and you guys had to slow down a little bit. But you can still see them.
Okay, so does the Winnebago, is it just flat in the front, or does there like a little...
It's
I
a
think
bit.
it's more of a flat,
So it's a bit peaked at the top where the alcove place is. Like if you had like a cab, like a real kind of, well, no, I guess it would be flat, yeah, because
but there's a thing on top. Okay, so I'll run up to the moonroof. I'm up there, get on the roof, and then go rush and try to smack it.
Because it is a moonroof, normally you'd have to take your time because you have to squeeze a little bit. You're kind of a beefy boy.
Okay, can I hop up and grab the...
You're just going to want to do an athletics check to kind of squeeze through because you're trying to go fast.
Why wouldn't you just go through the big open one in the front?
I'm just going to have to hit him through the window. I don't know. Seems like not good.
On top of the Winnebago, you'll be kind of like right up in its face-ish. Yeah, athletics.
19.
Yeah, you squirm through without issue.
So do a roll on the top and then come up with the staff and try to smack.
Okay.
Okay, so we hit. Man, it's been a while. Okay, 2 hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we have 2 attacks?
You do have 2 attacks if you have 5 levels of monk.
Okay, cool. So an 11 and a 15.
The 15 will hit.
Okay. Awesome. With my renewed strength, I do 5 points of damage instead of 4.
Cool.
And then I will do kind of put the quarterstaff onto the thing and come up with a leg and kick it in the face.
Cool.
All right, so that's 18.
That's a hit.
And 9 more damage.
Cool.
And I'll go ahead and...
You knock out one of its teeth.
Okay, I'll go ahead and do another run, spin around again. That's a key point.
Yeah, that. Flurry.
Nice. That's 20-something.
Nice.
For 8 more points of damage.
Okay.
And then do I have any movement left? I'll try to slide back. Oh, wait, no, then nobody get attacked. Never mind.
Yeah, that's true. Because you can't step with the wind after you spend your key. And we'll probably call it there.
No, boy.
The credits roll, and you guys are staring face to face. Well, at least Kofe is staring face to face with this cyberized T-Rex that has apparently been teleported here by, at least presumably by Saurians.
The last thing I say is, Mom?
So let's see what happens. Please join us next time. Let's see if the party gets eaten. Probably not, but you know,
Just Jude.
I think they're smart enough to run away if it comes to that. But who knows? We'll see. If it comes to that, I said. This has been Kick in the Door. Thanks for joining us. Please join us next time for more hijinks and friendly bad jokes and japes and nerdiness. I've been Steve, your dungeon master. Steven, your dungeon master.
Devlin.
Matthew.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we've been Kicking the Door.
All of them.
Have a good night, everybody. See you next time. My mouth's still open. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.